Warren Fiscal Court, Friday, May 28th, 2021 is now called to order.
It's not the 28th.
Excuse me, 21st. I was reading the 21st. It came out 28. All right. Here on Friday, May 21st, 2021, I want to welcome all of you all, and welcome particularly Esquire Mark Young, who's going to offer prayer and lead us in the pledge immediately following. Esquire Young.
Please bow with me. Lord, we thank you so much for this beautiful morning. We're especially grateful for the freedoms that we have to enjoy, that we can meet in a body such as this and take on the work of the county. God, we thank you so much for these freedoms, for all the blessings that we have here on your good earth. Pray for our nation and the leaders. Pray for our state and the leadership on that level, and we especially ask your blessings on this court this morning, that we might conduct the business that's brought before us with you in mind and all the citizens of Warren County. God, we thank you so much for this wonderful county. We thank you so much for the leadership that we see here. God, we ask these blessings in your Son's name. Amen. Amen. Please stand and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Esquire Payne.
Here.
Esquire Young.
Here.
Esquire Cummings.
Here.
Esquire McWhorter.
Here.
Esquire Lawrence.
Here.
Esquire Gorman.
All righty. We need to approve the minutes of the fiscal court meeting of May 7th, 2021, and the special call meeting of Monday, May 17th, 2021.
Motion.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
By Esquire Cummings, second by Esquire Young. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We need to approve the work schedule for the Warren County Road Department.
So moved.
Motion by Esquire Payne, second by Esquire McWhorter. Discussion, questions?
Good. Can we have Josh increase the font on that a little?
Yeah, yes, I will, yes. Mr. Moore, you're on here, aren't you?
Yeah, I missed some of that. What did you say?
The request is on the future reports, can you increase the font to a larger size for one or two old guys that are on here?
We will do our best. If not, we'll be providing glasses for you folks.
I've got glasses, magnifying glasses.
Yeah, they've already got glasses. All right.
See what we can do.
Thank you. Okay.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 6 is to approve personnel changes for Warren County.
So moved.
Motion by Esquire Payne,
Second.
second by Esquire Lawrence. Discussion, questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, item number 7. You all might imagine that
Gil Johnson.
Gil Johnson wrote this heading. So for his entertainment, I'm going to read this short heading.
Yeah, I told you it was short.
Approve first reading of ordinance 2130, an ordinance of the fiscal court of the county of Warren, Kentucky, relating to the modification of Warren County Development Area Number 3, including and authorizing and reestablishing Warren County Development Area Number 3 as reestablished, new and modified local development area for economic and infrastructure development to be known as Warren County Development Area Number 3A, designating the ITA, working with the County Treasurer's Office as the agency responsible for the oversight, administration, and implementation of the ordinance, designation of a development board to act in an advisory capacity, authorizing the imposition of an occupational license tax, establishing a special fund, authorizing and approving a local development agreement, providing for periodic accounting and analysis, and authorizing such other actions as are necessary or required by the Act with respect to the modification of Warren County Development Area Number 3 with the reestablishment of the Warren County Development Area Number 3A.
Motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Squire Cummings to approve, second by Squire McWhorter. Just for the record, so everyone understands, it's that small, well, it's not small, it's 100 acres, but it's the area just beneath the railroad track on the maps that you have in front of you, and it hasn't been developed yet. There's no road, well, there is a road to it, but there's no road into it yet, and that's the reason it's being reestablished, is so that we can develop it and utilize it for industrial development. So, we have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? Mr. Johnson's on here, and Mr. Penn are both here in case you have any questions. No questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge.
Second reading will be at the next court meeting, June 11th, I believe, and we'll have a special hearing before that at 8:30.
8:45, Judge.
8:45 that same morning. So, okay. All righty. The next item. Let's see here. Make sure I got this on. Next item on the agenda is, item number 8 is to approve second and final reading of ordinance 2127, authorizing a lighting agreement between Warren Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation and Hardcastle Farms Phase 2.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 9 is to approve the 211 report from the United Way
April.
for 2021. Motion by Squire Lawrence.
Second.
Second by Squire Payne. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 10 is to approve Order 2107, appointing Kelly Houchins to the Board of Assessment Appeals. And this is to replace Larry Sharp, whose term has expired.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Payne, second by Squire Lawrence. Yes, ma'am.
K-E-L-L-I-E.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I just want to let you know.
Yeah. Just a small correction there. She spells her name Kellie.
Okay. I'll tell Susan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Okay, any questions, discussion? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire
All
Gordon.
right. Do you know if there's anything about control her?
Okay, somebody's
Maria.
sound is on.
I think I turned it off.
Okay. Item number 11 is to grant authority to advertise for bids for the replacement of the Little Beaver Creek Bridge. Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire Cummings. Any discussion or questions? Josh is on here in case. Okay. Being none, please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 12 is to approve the purchase of a 1999 Pierce Dash Quint 75-foot aerial fire truck by the Plano Volunteer Fire Department from Bowling Green Fire Department in the amount of $27,600. And the VIN number is 4P1C T02S7XA001578. This is a used
Ladder truck.
used ladder truck, and motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 13 is to approve determination the amount of $5,620 to Iron Lot LLC for a trench box for use when working in deeper trenches while repairing stormwater drainage infrastructure.
So
There were only 2 quotes that were received. This is the lowest and best quote and paid for through stormwater management. Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 14 is to approve emergency determination in the amount of $1,975 to Pi Barker Fire Safety for the replacement of the air compressor for the sprinkler system in the parking garage of Block 6.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 15, approve emergency determination in the amount of $4,767.49 to Greenwood Ford for repairs on code enforcement's Ford Escape.
So moved.
Motion by Squire McWhorter. Second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion, questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 15, to approve emergency determination in the amount of $4,767.49 to,
We just did that.
Just did.
that's the one I just went, okay. Approve emergency determination in the amount of $1,106.68 to Tri-State International for repairs to the international dump truck paid for by Stormwater Management.
Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Approve agreement with the Warren County Conservation District in the amount of $25,000 for the soil erosion conservation program paid for by Stormwater Management, but I believe that's $20,000 instead of $25,000. Okay, right?
No, it's 25 for
It's
that, it's
25.
20 for the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, it is 25, the next
Okay.
one is 20.
Okay,
Correction, mate, yeah.
okay, it is $25,000. Motion
Motion.
by Squire McWhorter, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion, questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You had this changed on both of them, yeah, but 25 is correct on that. Item number 18 is to approve agreement with the Warren County Conservation District in the amount of 20, this one should be 25.
No.
No, this one should be 20.
Correct.
For the dead stock removal program, this is paid for by Stormwater Management.
Motion.
This one's 20. Motion by Squire Lawrence.
Second.
Second by Squire Payne. Discussion, questions?
This is an important thing we do. This is, people don't realize how many dead animals are picked up, and it's a huge service.
It
That's being-
truly is. It's something that we lost for a year or so sometime back, and I think when Griffin quit, but we were happy to get it back. Okay.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 19 is approved continuation of Stormwater Management's Red is Green sponsorship with IMG College LLC at a cost of $5,000, and this is paid for through Stormwater Management.
So moved, McWhorter.
Motion by Squire McWhorter,
Second.
second by Squire Young. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
No, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Item number 20 is to grant authority to advertise for repairs on the Old Richardsville Road Bridge.
Motion.
Motion by Squire
Second.
Cummings, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 21 is to approve determination in the amount of $3,400 to Gravity Diamond Playground Structure for Paradise Playground at Griffin Park at KPC pricing.
So moved.
Motion by Squire McWhorter, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion and questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 22 is to approve budget transfers for Warren County.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young. Second by Squire Payne. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 23, approve interfund transfers for Warren County.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Payne,
Second.
second by Squire Cummings. Discussion, questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 24 is to approve termination in the amount of $5,680.84 for 2,835.6 square feet of LTV flooring for the courthouse from Carpets Limited.
So moved.
And there were 3 quotes, and this was the lowest and best quote.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young. Second. Second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Being none, please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 25, grant authority to advertise for a new hire for a maintenance custodial person for the Warren County Courthouse. This person will need to be able to perform both light maintenance as well as light custodial duties from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. Pay range will be determined by skill levels.
So moved.
Motion Squire Cummings, second by Squire McWhorter. No questions, discussion, please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 26 is to approve first reading of ordinance 2128, budget amendment.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire Payne. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, item number 27, approved termination in the amount of $66,340 to Boyd Cat at Sourcewell pricing for a cat track loader and brush cutter for the new I-65 beautification project.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion, questions?
I do. I know we're supposed to be in agreement with the city, and I just want to make sure the city is kind of co-funding with this, and do we have an agreement in place that they will reimburse us? My understanding is we're splitting that cost.
We do have agreement with the city on the reimbursement for this funding and for the equipment. But we also have a written agreement that should be on the next agenda. I was hoping to get it on this agenda that will actually demonstrate the agreement we have with the city and with the CBB on splitting the maintenance cost on an annual basis. Any other questions?
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Item number 28 is to approve determination in the amount of $32,338.16 to Legacy OPE at KPC pricing contract for 2 replacement mowers one for central office, and one for White Park.
Motion.
Motion by Squire Cummings,
Second.
second by Squire Young. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 29 is to approve the supplemental budget to document timely postmark payments received after the delinquent tax bill transfer date from the sheriff to the Warren County clerk.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Cummings. Second. By Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 30 is to approve the determination in the amount of $7,322.84 for 4 Dell computers for stormwater management staff. This is a state price contract paid for by stormwater management.
Motion.
Motion by Squire Lawrence.
Second.
Second by Squire Payne. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Gorman. Oh, sorry.
Item number 31 is to approve first reading of ordinance 2129, approving amended and restated agreement for the establishment of the Joint City-County Planning Commission of Warren County and the Joint City-County Board of Adjustments, and authorizing Judge Executive to execute agreement.
Motion.
Have a motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Next item is to approve the determination in the amount of $7,140 to Fiscal Soft Corporation for the renewal of the software subscription fees for the Occupational Tax Office.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Payne,
Second.
second by Squire Young. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 33 is to approve determination in the amount of $11,326.26 to Wright Implement at Sourcewell pricing contract for a replacement mower for Moore Park.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Payne, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 34 is to approve determination in the amount of $61,618.52 to Wright Implement at Sourcewell pricing contract for a tractor and flex wing rotary cutter for the I-65 Beautify 65 project.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Young. Discussion or questions?
I didn't know y'all would look so much.
Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire
Yes,
McWhorter.
ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 35 is to approve determination in the amount of $6,200 to Jimmy White Trucking for dirt for the dual I think it says slalom course. I think that means slalom course. Mountain bike course at Weldon Peak Park. This is a 20% match for this grant.
So moved.
Motion by Squire Young, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, will the treasurer please present the claims to the court?
General Fund, $1,245,851. Road Fund, $737,074. Jail Fund, $348,081. Stormwater Fund, $56,887. And E911 Fund, $21,069. You have to answer any questions.
Make a motion, we pay the claims as submitted.
Motion by Squire Young, pay claims is submitted. Second by Squire Cummings. Discussion, questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Young.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sheriff Hightower, you have anything you'd like to share?
Thank you, sir.
Nothing to share.
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff to share. A lot of I-65 road projects going on.
Uh-huh.
You'll probably see that. We're going to be doing a rolling roadblock on Sunday morning early. You know, so they can put something across I-65. We have a ton of different groups that will be coming into Warren County this summer with beach bin and all the different things. With COVID opening back up, we're meeting with those groups, making plans and preparations to try to help with traffic enforcement for all those events. So each and every day, there's a lot going on in Warren County, which is good.
There is, thank God. Thank you very much. That's, the coordination of all that is extraordinarily important to everything that happens, and as far as Beach Bend is concerned, as far as tourism in general. But appreciate you working with them on all that. Ms. Yates,
Morning, Judge. How is everybody this Friday morning?
we're great. How are you?
It is all good in the clerk's office.
Go back to bed.
Everybody is here and accounted for, and we're ready for our weekend.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could you show a little excitement?
It's Friday. That's a big day in our office.
Jailer Harmon, is Jailer Harmon able to be on this morning? They are covered up at the jail and shorthanded and going back to court in person, and I can understand why he's unable to be here today, and hopefully we can do something to take that burden off of them in short order. Mr. Comer, glad to see you here today.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, you guys have been awfully busy, and I know you got some other plans going on, big tournaments, and had a good turnout for the slalom course out at Weldon Peak Park. Was that last night?
Yes, sir. We had a really good turnout for our public meeting for the dual slalom course at Weldon Peak Park. It's going to be an amazing kind of feature for that area if we're able to get awarded the grant. So we're really excited about that. We're staying busy with tournaments every weekend now through the end of basically November, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball. So we're back up to 2018, 2019 levels. So things are going really well. Appreciate the support of the court.
Thank you, Chris.
Judge, I have a question for Chris.
Yes, sir.
Chris, I don't know how best to, what is the situation with the umpires in our baseball and softball leagues that are going on? I know the answer, but so many people at the ballparks don't understand why we're shorthanded.
The umpire shortage is a national problem, and it's been going on. It's been going on for years. Basically, you've got several different layers of officials for all different sports. We currently have 14 different leagues. Locally, officials tend to go where the money goes. So you've got a lot of KHSAA officials, high school varsity JV, a lot of the recreational sports leagues that we have compete directly with that officiating pool. And so everybody likes to have those highly qualified KHSAA sanctioned officials, and the officials are kind of in short supply just because youth sports has kind of changed over the years. You can do a lot of different jobs now and not get yelled at and screamed at for the better part of the Saturday or Sunday. So patron behavior has had a direct impact nationwide on officiating at all levels. Also, just the market of what young people for years, we would try to recruit from, high schools, middle schools, have feeder programs. There are so many other employment opportunities out there for individuals that we're competing with that greater job market. So we're constantly looking for volunteers to officiate baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball. The youth tournament market, competitive tournament market, has also gobbled up officials, umpires, for example. If they have a choice between officiating a league game or officiating a tournament within the region, they tend to be able to, make more money at those competitive tournaments. So travel ball has greatly impacted the rec league's ability to hire officials. So for the last several years, even well prior to COVID, we've had leagues in our county programs that have, they've had to have coaches officiate their games. And throughout the country, that's not an abnormal process. A lot of local leagues like what we have here, they are independent from the Parks Department. We do provide officiating support. We try to help with recruitment and training, but it is a systematic national shortage of officials. And we try to get creative on, recruiting middle school, high school students, but then everybody wants that well-experienced official. So they expect a 16, 15, 14, 17-year-old to call like a veteran, 20, 30-year veteran of umpiring. And, you can't ever get those more experienced people until they have years of experience. So rec league tends to be the training pool for all of your other officials that move up in the varsity, JV, and intercollegiate ranks. And so it's an everlasting problem. It doesn't just affect our local market. It affects the entire country at all levels. All different types of municipalities, private clubs, leagues are struggling with the same thing. And enforcing patron behavior, parent behavior is critical. Our Parks Police program, through the support of the Sheriff's Office, has really helped quail the issues we had, previously with patron and parent behavior. But it still is a problem. We had an issue 3 nights ago, and again last Thursday at an event, to where it's just adults need to help in regards to moderating their own behavior instead of yelling at a 15, 16-year-old official. Just realize that they're trying to learn the game. And so that's kind of it in a summary. We could talk a lot more in depth about other factors affecting programs, but that kind of sums it up.
Thank you.
It's a challenge in hiring anyone, but it's kind of a specialty item, and it's just getting harder each season. Anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it, Chris. Mr. Moore.
Thank you, Judge. Things are going well, and appreciate all y'all's support on all the agenda items we had today.
Okay, can you give us a rough estimate as to when we're going to start on Little Beaver Creek Bridge and particularly the Old Richardsville Road Bridge? I get calls on that about 2 or 3 times a week.
So Little Beaver Creek is it's probably a little further along in the fact that utility relocation is already happening. Both AT&T and WRECC are in the process of relocating poles. There was the lead time on cable and poles themselves, but they're working on that now. The next step will be for us to get one of our tree trimming contractors in there to clear the right of way. Bids should hit the street in the week on that one. And hopefully by maybe the second meeting, that one will be awarded. Old Richardsville Road Bridge, although there's not any work going on right now, that is, will go in the paper on Monday. American Engineers out of Glasgow, our hearing team, they are going to assist in these larger bridge contracts to get a good bid. One of the done a little different is required that you provide examples of similar work, because this is such a special project. So that will go out on Monday, and those bids are opening, I think, on June the 2nd, and you all will hear a report recommendation for me. It's 1st June. So.
Good deal. Any other questions for Mr. Moore? Thank you, Josh. Okay. Mr. Pearson.
Thank you, Judge. Pretty weekend. Everybody get out and enjoy it.
Isn't it great to be able to give that short of a report?
It's nice sigh of relief.
Thank you, Ronnie, for all you do. Mr. Loving? Mr. Loving is not on with us this morning. Miss Lewis, the tax lady.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, lovely. How are you all?
Good, good.
Good.
Anything going on that we need to know about?
Well, we just, open inspection period just concluded on the 17th, so we're working on getting our final recap done. So, busy here.
Has it changed much from the earlier draft?
A little bit, but we're working on those reports. I'll let you know as soon as we get them all done.
Okay, all righty. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Appling.
Thank you, Judge. All's good.
Good deal, good deal. Mr. Peterson's not with us today, but Rachel Hurt is on here somewhere. I see you, okay.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing on our end, but I'll second when everybody else is set on happy Friday and happy weekend.
Okay, still plenty, you still have plenty to do over there?
Oh yeah, we are staying busy.
Still creating new records, I hope?
Yeah, we just had a new application round yesterday for Planning Commission. I haven't looked, but I think we're past our record year back in, I think, 2016 or 2017. So we are busy as ever.
Good deal. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Thank you.
Mr. Markram?
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Court.
Okay. All right, before we go to your all's reports or comments, I have some special guests here with us today, and want to make I want to present a proclamation to them. All of you are aware there's that Scott Majors, who was killed in action at Pearl Harbor, his remains were found, and he's being returned home. And that's very special. Most of us had parents or our relatives who served in World War II and understand the closure that this means to the family, but it also understands the hurt that it continues to give to the family from now on. But everyone can have great respect for this young man, this young, really boy. He was the age of my grandson, standing up and giving his life for his country a long time ago. But we're delighted that his family at least gets the opportunity to say their last goodbyes, and that we get an opportunity to honor his service. We have this proclamation that I'd like to present today. His sister-in-law is here with us, and I'm going to read this, and I'd like to, if you all don't mind, get a photograph in just a few minutes. I'm going to read this for the record, though, on behalf of Warren Fiscal Court. This is a proclamation for Howard Scott Majors to honor his service to our nation. Whereas Howard Scott Majors was born November 3rd, 1923, to Carl and Verda Majors of Barron County, Kentucky. And whereas Scott graduated from Culver School, and he worked in his parents' general store and assisted with a milk route and farming. And whereas Scott joined the United States Navy in January of 1941 and completed training before joining the fleet at sea. And whereas Scott perished aboard the USS Oklahoma on Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941, at the young age of 18. And whereas Scott's remains have been identified almost 80 years later, and he's coming home to be buried in Mary Oaks, Kentucky on Saturday, May 29th. And whereas Scott served our country with honor and dignity, and he gave the ultimate sacrifice to our nation to advance the cause of freedom. Now, therefore, I, Michael O. Buchanan, on behalf of Warren County Judge Executive, on behalf of the members of Warren Fiscal Court and the people of Warren County, Kentucky, do hereby present this proclamation to honor service to our nation by Howard Scott Majors. In witness thereof, I've affixed my signature and the county seal. Ms. Pegg, would you please come forward?
It would be easy for us to do that. Can we go to her?
You just want to
That's great. I read that. Yeah, I read that. Done. Done.
11 months. It probably wasn't even, because he joined in January, he's probably basic training for 8 months.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't on Oklahoma for a few months.
I had an uncle that was at Hickam Field when that happened. I didn't even know that till after he passed. Is that right? He said they went for weeks without hearing anything.
Pardon me?
I would say, Judge, thank you for that honoring. That was special.
Might ask, call Kelly out of Murphy neighbor. I'm sure we got a name right there. Or Amy says, hi.
Judge, thank you for that honor. That was incredible. Thank you for letting us be part of it.
Well, it's a very special time for that family, and they've made the sacrifice that all of us are beneficiaries of the sacrifice, and we're all saddened for the family, but delighted that they have the opportunity to have some closure on this that happened so long ago. Okay. Squire Lawrence, do you have anything you'd like to share with us today?
I'd like to basically just say the same thing wrong with you. That was pretty special out there. It's remarkable thing that after so many years that the person can actually,
I don't know if you.
to the situation.
I don't know if you all saw the pictures of Scott on TV or in the newspaper, but he was a good-looking, young-looking kid. I mean, and that's the way it is with so many of the men who serve in our military. I just can't imagine one of my sons having to do what these 18, 19-year-old kids have to do every day and have for generations.
I'm excited also about us seems like we're making the corner on this kind of thing. It seems, like some normalcy's returning. You're seeing people out smiling without their masks on and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Squire Cummings, you have anything else you'd like to share?
I want to first of all say thanks to the ones who came out last Wednesday for the soapbox oil can race, and I want to give special recognition to Mark Young for having his first trip ever down a soapbox hill, and I was just proud that he actually made it through safely and didn't kill anybody. So,
I would want to mention that I did win.
He did win too, his heat. So
you won. There you go.
It was a grand time by everybody. I want to thank those court members that came out and participated and so forth.
It's my first also.
Yeah, that's right. Frank's first time down
Chris
too.
Coomer beat me down there.
Well, probably Chris did some stuff illegal, probably,
I'm sure he
knowing
did.
Chris. But, he was out there bragging. Look at him up on the screen.
He was smiling when we got to the end, too.
Again, some thanks to Josh. I know I met with him this week on some road issues and identifying and doing that ranking. That's so important to have that conversation, to be able to kind of zero in what we need to do in our each of our districts. And I want to thank him for, he and Nikki and Billy Joe for the time they gave us to come in and meet with them and talk specifically about roads in my area. And we finally get a chance this year, I hope, with all the activity going on, to see that improvement we made on Beach Bend Road 2 years ago. We didn't really get a chance to test it last year because of COVID. I'm anxious to really see how that's going to work out, and that additional road improvement that was done by us, and anxious to get it really full in force. So.
Well, it's finished out and looks really good, and there are test runs. It looks like it's going to move smoothly, but everything's the devil's always in the detail of how you execute the plan.
We'll put it on the sheriff.
And, yeah.
Full responsibility.
The sheriff has been very involved in the preparation for the execution, and I'm sure that they'll implement it exactly as planned, and everything will go well. It should move traffic 10 times faster.
And I'm just to be proud to be a citizen of Warren County, so.
Squire Young?
Thank you, Judge. I would like to take this opportunity to wish a special individual a thank you and congratulations on Dawson Crump's graduation from Center College tomorrow. I think some of the activities actually start today, but graduation is tomorrow, but thank him for his diligence.
Squire McWhorter.
I'm like Ron, I want to thank Josh for meeting with us and let the citizens know that we're doing our best to get every road in the county up to snuff and paved. And I know we don't have the money to do all that, but we're certainly wanting to, and so
yeah,
be patient with us.
It's amazing how much work goes into just preparing to resurface and maintain the roads each year. Of course, the maintenance goes on all year round, but our major resurfacing comes with our own funds that come from the gasoline tax through the state. They come to us. We divide those funds across the county, and in every district, our staff through Public Works and the Road Department grade the roads. When you all are asked which roads you'd like to resurface, and which ones you think need to be done based on your contact in your districts, we have to not only look at those and weigh each one of those roads, but also weigh the degree of deterioration that every road in your district has, and grade those by vehicle miles per day and that sort of thing. You don't want to put $1 on a road that's in pretty bad shape or needs some upgrading, which only has 10 cars a day. If you've got another road over there that gets 500 cars a day, that's equally as bad. So there's a lot of weighing in making the decisions each year as to which roads get the resurfacing money. But then we also have flex funds that come through the secondary road program, and some funds that we're lucky enough to get from discretionary road funds through the Department of Transportation and the Governor's Office. So we're very fortunate to have some resources that get a lot more paving done than most other counties. So even though there'll never be enough resources for the needs that are out there, we're able to maintain the roads in a lot better shape than really every other county around us or across the state of Kentucky. So we're fortunate in many ways.
James has sent me a text and reminded me about the Hot Rod Reunion, which is the first big test of the Beach Bend Road, is June 17th, Hot Rod Reunion.
June 17th, Hot Rods Reunion. We'll make preparations, and all those preparations also include contacting all the neighbors along that roadway at the entrance so that they know it's going to happen. It's not a surprise to them, and they understand that for a short period of time, the road is going to be directed in one way and exited, and the exit during that period of time, while it's incoming, the outgo will go a different route, and that will be communicated to the neighbors so that they understand it. But it also involves a great deal on the ground oversight during that process. But working with all of our partners in this, I think we can get it done, don't you, Sheriff?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Milliken, do you have anything you'd like to share?
No, thank you, Judge.
Mr. Burrow?
Thank you, Judge.
Judge Smith?
Thank you, Judge.
Judge Hale?
Thank you, Judge.
All righty. Got a couple of things. First of all, waste tire collection event in Warren County is June 3rd through the 5th. And looks like it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day out on Lauren Avery Drive. That's 999 Lauren Avery Drive. All of you all know where that is, but anyone who doesn't know can Google it. It's and get or can do a map quest or something. But 999 Lauren Avery Drive, they can put that in their GPS and head in that direction. It's right off of the 5500 block of 31W. Turn left. You can't miss it. It's always a big event where we collect literally thousands of old tires and get them disposed of properly. Okay. We want to, all of you know these families. I want to express our condolences to the David Bradford family. Who lost Beth this past week. And it certainly is something that we're affects all of us, and that we've all been good friends for many, many years. And it's untimely death, but she's been suffering from cancer for many, many months, and we certainly want to express our love and appreciation for the Bradford family, also for the Donnie Firkins family. Don't know if you all remember Donnie. Of course, I grew up with him, but he is the one who actually, he's the artist who designed and built these statues in our Veterans Memorial Courtyard out here. And the Mila Willis family. Mila worked in the PVA office for a long time. So we want to express our condolences to each of those families. On a lighter note, Mark Young is going to be on May 28th, which will be before our next court meeting. That was what I was reading right before I read the date of our meeting today, May 28th, and that's the reason you popped up and you understood it wasn't the 28th today, because it's going to be his birthday, and he's going to be 27 that day.
Again.
Yeah.
For the third time.
For the 50th time. All righty. Our next regularly scheduled fiscal court meeting will be Friday, June 11th, 2021 at 9 a.m. here in this courtroom. At 8:45, we'll have that special hearing before we have the second reading of the 3A site at the Trans Park. Now, you're looking at me like there's something else that's done.
No, I'm waiting to hear if we're gonna meet like you're meeting now.
We're still going to meet in a hybrid with all of the magistrates here in person, if they can. And if you need to meet for whatever reason, virtually, we'll have a Zoom call as well, and it'll be on Facebook and on TV. So that's 8:45 is when the special hearing take place, public hearing. 9 o'clock will be our next regular scheduled meeting, Friday, June 11th, unless we happen to have a special call meeting, which we don't anticipate at this time. Thank you all for coming to the special call meeting that we had last Monday. We got the request for proposals out, and we are trying very hard to get those proposals back in as soon as possible. A couple of them have asked questions. Those questions will be answered. They've sent in questions. We're not responding to each of them individually, but we'll put those answers to their questions on our website. And we're trying to respond as quickly as possible. But we have to do that so that everybody gets the same answers to the same questions. We've had, what, five people actually pick them up or asked for them to be sent to them. So we do expect to get a good response. Obviously, they all considered a very short time to be given for this type of response, but they're all in business. They're all in this business. They all are familiar with Warren County, and they understand how to do it. It's just a matter of prioritizing this county as opposed to the hundreds of other counties who are trying to get this same thing done at the same time. And I hope they all recognize the fact that we're trying to get this done as expeditiously as possible so that we can get the fiber ordered before 3,000 other local governments order fiber or try to enable their citizens to have high-speed broadband. We want to be a leader in this, and in order to be a leader, we have to take action quickly before everyone else does, because the delays in delivery will simply be longer and longer as each day passes. Okay. Are there any other questions, any other business to be brought before this body?
Move we adjourn.
Seeing none, we have a motion to adjourn by Squire McWhorter, second by Squire Lawrence.